Every year, my school's drama department goes to the Washington State Thespian Festival. It's a festival where all the drama people from all the high schools in Washington State gather and celebrate their passion for drama. At the festival, we do things like go to workshops, watch performances from other schools, and perform with our school in front of an audience. It's a really great experience, and I always had fun going. But I'm not going to talk about that today. Instead, I'm going to talk about the year my school had to stay in a really bad motel for this event. During my junior year of high school, the festival was being held at Central Washington University. After a fun day of running around and performing, we all loaded up onto the bus to go to our motel and get some sleep. The motel was about 40 minutes away from Central. There were hotels closer to Central, but by the time my school started booking hotels, most of them probably couldn't accommodate a group our size. We got to the motel, and it looked a bit run down, smelled of cigarette smoke, and the pool was emptied. Not that I'd want to go swimming in it. Or could, but it didn't seem too bad. The inside was another story. My group walked into our room and it was small and cramped. The floor was really dirty. It was so dirty that you could walk from one end of the room to the other and the bottom of your socks turned gray and black like you just walked a mile on a dirt road sock-footed. There was hair everywhere, on the pillows, in the bathroom. It was just, no. And that wasn't the worst part. One of the girls' rooms had mice. Freaking mice! I'm not joking! My friends Emma and Amanda were in the room that had mice in it. And according to Amanda, there were 6 mice in there. Mega ew. They were each located to a room that wasn't completely full. Now, we arrived at the motel at 11 p.m. There wasn't a good chance that we would find another hotel that could handle 56 people, and the bus driver was required to have an 8-hour rest period before driving again. So we were forced to stay at that motel. Honestly, I would have rather slept on the bus. That night, I probably got the worst night's sleep I had ever had in my entire life. I refused to sleep under the covers because of how disgusting the room was, so I slept on top of them, and it was cold. Thankfully, I was wearing a onesie. I also brought one of my pillows from home and slept on that, because the pillows in the room were disgusting. I was listening to a YouTube video on my tablet, with headphones on, obviously, holding my toy Pikachu and trying to get some sleep in this awful motel, when all of a sudden I heard, "Country roads, take me home to the place." Some of the boys in my group were singing Country Roads from another room, and I really wanted to yell at them to shut up. But I didn't, because I'm too nice. But maybe I should have told them,
"My dudes, get some sleep. It's good for you."
The next morning we found out that the motel didn't have enough food to feed all of us. Personally, I wouldn't have eaten anything that motel gave us, and for good reason. Recently, I was on a Zoom call with friends playing Mario Kart, and one of my friends mentioned that he stayed at the same motel my drama group did. So my group wasn't the only group who had it rough. When I asked him about the breakfast, he said that the toast was completely burnt. Ew. Back on topic. We loaded onto the bus and headed over to Central for breakfast. But before we left, my friend Jordan, who slept in the same room as me, found a bug crawling on her pillow. Yuck! Once we got to Central, the drama boosters provided us a nice breakfast. I ate some bagels with cream cheese and fruit. Overall, I still had fun that year at the Thespian Festival. But whenever I think about the festival from that year, that disgusting motel is the first thing to come to mind. Now, I'm not going to name the motel we stayed at because I don't want some of my viewers to go and leave negative reviews on it. My friend Ron already did that. I think that motel just suffers from being in a rundown part of town that's going downhill. But it was still the worst motel I ever stayed in.